Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2235, and that one is Shake Your Love by Debbie Gibson. This one came out in 1987. Here's a picture of the single, and it was also released on her 1987 debut album called Out of the Blue. And here's a picture of Debbie Gibson around the time she recorded it. And I'm going to start with a sample of the song and react to it. So here it goes. Okay, that's a sample of Shake Your Love by Debbie Gibson. I think she was only 16 or 17 years old when she recorded this song. Got started pretty early in the music business, but I think it's a good song. I think it's a good, catchy kind of dance tune, and I think the lyrics are pretty self-explanatory. She has a big crush on this guy, her boyfriend, I guess, and she's saying she just can't shake his love. So love is a meaningful. It's a meaningful relationship. It's not just a game. And that's about all I can say about the song in terms of its lyrical content. Also, I think it's a good dance tune. Remember when they were playing this in a lot of dance clubs in the late '80s when I was living in Chicago, and I used to hear it quite a bit, along with some of their other big hits from that era. Anyway, so that's pretty much everything I have to say about the song "Shake Your Love." Now I'm going to talk about the artist Debbie Gibson. She had a pretty successful career, and she was born in 1970. She's 55 years old. She's actually 8 years younger than myself. So I guess she was a youngster when she was pretty popular, and I was already in my mid 20s. When I think about that time, I was kind of losing interest in a lot of the new music. Maybe I was just growing up. I don't know. But she was a singer-songwriter and actress. She was in a lot of movies and TV shows. I'm not gonna list them all. I think she mostly had just kind of minor roles in most of them. Um, but I'm just gonna go through her pop hits. So her first hit was in 1987. It was called "Only in My Dreams," and that one went to number 4. And then her next hit was the one I'm featuring today, Shake Your Love. That one also went to number 4. And then in 1988, she had a song called Out of the Blue, which went to number 3. And then she followed that up with her first number 1 song called Foolish Beat. And then she had Staying Together, which went to number 22. And then in 1989, she had her second and final number 1 song called Lost in Your Eyes. And she followed that up with Electric Youth, which went to number 11, and No More Rhyme, which went to 17. In 1990, she had Anything Is Possible, which went to number 26. And finally, in 1992, she had Losing Myself, which went to number 86. So those are the hits for Debbie Gibson. Not a whole lot of hits, but some pretty good ones in there. And I am featuring one more song by her later in my list. I'm not going to say what song and how high, but anyway. So I think that completes my profile on Shake Your Love by Debbie Gibson. So thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.